And there's a discussion at one point about the possibility of creating a new party, the American Party, as it's called, and that all of this is going to be an alternative to what they perceive as being a choice between New Deal Democrats and New Deal Republicans, as you write, or quote someone saying. But that idea that the Republicans are actually New Dealers just as the Democrats are, and so they're trying to create this third way, but which never quite works. I mean, that idea of a conventional party never quite works. Why was that? And what was the plan at that time?
So they certainly were going to try to launch a third party. In 1956, the American Party, with T. Coleman Andrews at its head, they were going to try to effect a realignment. They wanted to grab conservatives from the South who were Democrats and conservatives from the North who were Republicans and bring them together in a new party. And there were a lot of different schemes for how this was going to work, but every time they tried to put it into practice, it didn't really. And the reason why they stopped pinning their hopes on third party politics, at least for a while, was Barry Goldwater. So in the late 1950s, Clarence Mannion meets Barry Goldwater. He has him on his show. It's the first national radio appearance for Goldwater. And he sees in him a potential fusion figure. He's someone who can appeal to Democrats in the South because of his opposition to civil rights, but he's also someone who can appeal to Western libertarians and Northern Bob Taft supporters. So he's seen as this fusion figure. And so Mannion is like, how do we make Barry Goldwater a household name? And not just a household name, but the face of conservatism across the nation. And his idea is to have Goldwater write a manifesto. Goldwater was a little busy, so he lined up a ghostwriter. He couldn't find a publisher for the book, so he ends up self-publishing it through his own little publishing company that he has. And that book, Conscience of a Conservative, not only becomes a bestseller, but it makes Barry Goldwater a nationally known conservative figure and the best hope for conservatives, not to have a third party candidate, because Goldwater wasn't interested in that, but to become the Republican nominee, which he is in 1964.